Welcome to another day in paradise. I'm kidding, we're still working on the Watermaker. Let's go!
I'm Daria, this is Chris, and that's Jasper. These are Luna and Lily, and this is Ragdoll, our floating home. After 2 years on a 47-foot monohull, we moved onto a catamaran in December 24. So far, we visited almost 10 countries and we share it all. Work, homeschooling, storms and sunsets, no script, just wind, waves and the endless blue. Subscribe and enjoy the episode.
What's happening?
No idea.
What are you going to do, Christopher?
So, this is the pump we're going to use for our Watermaker feed pump. We've had conflicting advice that it's too big or it's not appropriate, but I'd rather have a cheap pump that works well. So I'm going to try it and just run it up on the dock and see what it does. I think people say they're not the right thing because they're not self-priming. Now, in our situation, this is way below the waterline, so it will self-prime, or at least it will prime. And some of them, the internals aren't particularly good for seawater service, but this is all stainless inside, so it can't be that bad. Plus, some people say it shouldn't be AC below the waterline, but again, you get AC feed pumps on a lot of Watermakers these days, so the only other complaint is it's possibly a bit too powerful, but that's not going to make any major odds. We run generator to run it anyway, so. Just having a little run up with this pump to see what it's like. It's really quiet. All I'm really trying to do is get a feel for its flow rate and really just what it's like. I mean, that's pretty good. What I want to see now is if it can remove the fresh here and suck seawater. And yeah, there it goes, it's sucking seawater. Plus they've done a pretty good job of just pushing seawater through. And they've identified that that's the suction and that's the outlet, so that was worthwhile doing.
Bearing in mind the hoses are temporary, we're not leaving these on, we're just testing.
And I want to see what it does when you sort of deadhead it a little bit. It sprays seawater all over the motor, that's less than useful. This is interesting, we've got air coming in. Obviously this isn't the right size of hose, it's 16mm with 19mm hoses on it. We'd really want to be doing better than that. But you can see the air leaking in underneath it and feeling round it into the fitting. That would not be good for a Watermaker at all. So it's important to get your hose fittings and all that at the right size, make sure they're sort of...
And not budging it like we are for this particular trial, we'll just point it out.
So we're happily at the point where I think we can permanently mount the two pumps, the low pressure and the high pressure. So this one, he sits nice and in and he just bungees in, so that's fine. He's got his fittings on, so you can just be plumbed up to the hose now, that's good. So you can go in. And then we spend maybe a bit more time working out what we're going to do with the beast.
So this is the compartment now that it's been painted out and all the fiberglass work is completed. I mean, we've got a nice good shelf for it. And the feed pump sits just in there, and our water pump's gonna sit right on here.
It's not light. That looks like it's gonna live there quite permanently. So we'll get some holes drilled, some bolts run in, and we'll get some neoprene foam to try and take out a bit of vibration from it. And thus this should be permanently fitted.
Woohoo! So it is is Christmas Eve and we've had dinner, we've been into our wine, we've been relaxing, and then our holding tank blocked again. We wish you a poopy Christmas, we wish you a poopy Christmas, we wish you a poopy Christmas, and
Butthole New Year.
ta-da. So we've been trying to, excuse you Lily, so we've been trying to unblock it for the last 30 minutes and we're just having no luck in it. We have some strawbite crystals in the tank which we've been trying to dissolve gently. And we've put some stuff in to dissolve them, and now they've blocked the tank, so it seems. So, always something. Welcome to boat life on Christmas Eve. Oh, Merry Christmas.
Ready?
Yeah, go for it. It's mostly cleared up now.
Oh gosh.
Oh. My coffee. And shift up a wee bit. Okay, I'll shift. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, Jasper.
Merry Christmas.
Luna, did you get toys? Did you get new stuff? So exciting. Yes. What is it? Wow, wow, wow. Yay. Luna, do you care to share the box?
Get it, Lily. What's this?
What's in here?
Oh, more toys.
Lily,
What's in there? More things. Oh,
get it?
Lily, what's this? Oh, squishies. Oh, is this sweet? Get it?
Yes. You gentle girl.
Some more. We've got in with our toys to see more toys.
So before Christmas we started reorganizing the boat a little bit and having a good clear out of everything that was already on board when we moved in. And we've been clearing things out for about the last year, and it just keeps on coming. But we are making good progress. So, with that in mind, we have cleared out an absolute ton of stuff, and we're now building some new shelves, which you can probably hear Chris cutting in the background. And that's coming along neatly. We are getting some space back, which is just phenomenal. So this store has been an absolute complete chaos for such a long time, and we've just been throwing things in here that we kind of needed to store, but it's coming together. Despite how it might look right now, it's coming together. We've managed to clear quite a lot of things out of here. There's actually space in that store now, which is great, and all of our shelves etc. are coming together. We're building shelves in what used to be our hanging storage. It's going to become our linen cupboard, finally. Yeah, it's going to be a slight improvement from this. But we've already organized loads of other bits into tubs and have some sort of idea of where actually things are. The glorious part of boat life and trying to fit everything you own onto a pretty small space.
So at the moment, the Watermaker, we're close to making it work. We need to wire it in, get all the electrics up and running, and we need some changeover valves. We need a freshwater flushing valve, which we're going to get, and the kind of product water changeover valve. those are 2 valves that we're going to automate. We're not going for fancy automation with this Watermaker. It used to be all fancy PLC controlled Watermaker. Really all you need is a freshwater flush valve and a product divert valve. With those 2 valves on just basic switches, you can hide pretty much all of the Watermaker away and run it from one panel. That's the plan.
Which we have organised. I'll show you that in a minute. So we didn't get to launch it before Christmas. Boo. But we're not far.
No, we're not far. It's looking really good. It's there's a lot of good work that's happened below this floor here. Oh, I found my pencil. So here's the control side.
So the day is slowly drawing to a close. We've got a lot done today. It has been so rolly, we're feeling queasy, and we've got quite a bit of swell coming through. I don't know if you can actually see it outside or not. The monohulls are rock and rolling, and we've had a very kind of steady, big roll through the day. Quite a bit of wind as well today. It's been a bit miserable. It's been awful outside. We've had our friends go out yesterday, and it ended up coming back madly traumatized after leaving the marina, getting outside the harbour walls and coming back in. So we are going to get off the boat and go for a walk with the dogs, just get away from the entire time. I'll show you our shelves. They look bloody phenomenal. So, as you can see, there's a little bit more space. I mean, it's still very much a work in progress. But, ta-da! It just makes the cabin look a lot more finished. And it's somewhat organized a little bit better than having it all dumped here. Are you excited to go walkies? Yes? Oh, I know you are. You're so fast, my little Ferrari! Where's Dada? He's not up the tree.
This is crazy pants. Crazy pants.
Got any questions or thoughts? Leave them in the comment section below. We always enjoy hearing from you. Thanks for watching, and till next time!